What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today I have 4 stories coming out of the subreddit IDontWorkHereLady. I am giving away 4 Amazon gift cards at 2500 subscribers, which is in 300 subscribers, so go ahead and participate. Like this video if you're having fun with me and drop a fire emoji in the comments if the video is fire. Congratulations mind over matter for the comment of the day. This is actually my car. I had just finished doing some holiday shopping and after loading up my car, I got hankering for something sweet and caffeinated from the local Green Mermaid coffee shop. The closest shop was clear on the other side of the massive parking lot outside the big box store, and I thought, meh, I could stand to get a little more cardio today. And I walk across the lot from my car to get some coffee. Here's where it gets interesting. It recently rained for the first time in months where I live, and I keep a little squingy like this one in my car, wrapped in like a dirty all-purpose rag I've used in the past to clean my wiper blades, polish my rims, and wipe the grime from my hands after fiddling under the hood. As I am whipping the windows with the squeegee in one hand and holding the rag in the other, this minivan pulls up next to me and takes the stall beside mine. As I am finishing, the driver hops out of her van and stops in front of me with some cash in her hand. She will be playing the part of presumptuous prude or PP. When you're done here, could you do my windows as well? Excuse me? Could you please whip down my windows? Sure I guess. You can take this now and get to it when you're finished with this person's car. That'd be fine. I don't know how much they gave you, but they should be enough. She shakes the cash at me impatiently. This is my car, ma'am. Sure, whatever. And she said it with this condescending sneer that just got my hackles up. Thinking back on it, I should have just taken her cash, pocket it, climb into my car, and drive off. Instead, I don't think so. Keep your cash. Oh, don't be so proud. Take it and be happy with what you get. I'm sure you need it. So, what's the big deal? Excuse you, but I own this car. I bought it. Don't be rude. Just take the cash and wipe my car. That's how a business transaction works. Then she waved the cash at me like it was a bell calling a servant. Look, I am just whipping down my car before I drive home. Save your cash for somebody who needs it. As if there's no way someone like you could afford anything but a bus ticket. You are going to take this, wipe my car, and then go back to your corner or wherever you park yourself to shake people down for change. And that's when it hit me. I am wearing a ratty pair of tennis shoes I was planning on replacing next month with my next paycheck. I have on a pair of faded blue jeans and a red hoodie, and for the past week I've been failing to keep my hair and beard neat and tidy. Studying for finals means I cut some things from my daily routine. The parking lot was covered in dirty water, and after walking through it, my shoes were covered in wet silt, and I had just some dark speckles on my jeans from puddle splashes. I looked homeless, and using a squeegee on my car with a dirty rag in my hand helped complete the look. I look at the squeegee and the rag in my hands. Look at this presumptuous girl now with a, well, I'm waiting look on her face, and I lost every last F I had to give. Go shove that right up your twat, lady. I'm going home. I pulled my keys out of my pocket, opened my door, and drove off as presumptuous girl stood there with a dumbfounded look on her face. Well, if you look homeless and you're there with a squeegee cleaning up your car, I can understand why she thought she could pay you to clean her car as well. But damn, she was rude as hell. Not only did she insult you, but she was mean and unnecessarily disrespectful. You want someone else to do work for you, yet you treat them inferior to you. That is not how the world works, lady. I hope you live a terrible life if that's how you treat employees. You can smash the like button if you agree with me. And if you want to hear more crazy stories, you just need to subscribe to the channel. It's easy. So you want me to park? Alright then, this happened just a little bit ago and it was pretty funny. It is the 3rd time any major IDontWorkHereLady moment happened to me. There is a small restaurant in the area where I am staying at that is said to be pretty good. Me being too lazy to put in any effort into making dinner, decided to go and give it a shot. Now I could have picked something more casual, but I'd end up just going out in my suit, which I was also too lazy to change out of. I drove up there and parked at the back of the lot and walked out front, and at this point comes the SG for stupid guy. The stupid guy pulled up in a car that looked suspiciously like a Range Rover, just not quite, and got out. I was on the phone texting Dan and he went to stand in front of me, tapping his shoes in the "I'm waiting" gestures, but of course I did not notice it because why the heck will I have to care about some strangers? This seemed to have annoyed the stupid guy and eventually he snapped his finger at me. "About time you do your goddamn job, you girl." What? He shoves a coat and keys at me. "Park my car. I'm not a valet."
BS, I came here yesterday and you parked for me.
I was not here yesterday. I don't even work here, you prick.
That's it, you lost your tip. I don't know how brainless, overused prostitute like you gets hired here. Now park the goddamn car. I need it at 11.
I am speechless. And with that, he departs. I stood dumbfounded for a moment, not knowing what to do, until I realized that if he thinks he can be a dick to me, I should be a mean girl to him. I got into the car and drove it 2 blocks away and left it at a non-parking zone. Then I got out, leaving all the electronics on and locking the door before tossing the key into a trash can and gave the code to a homeless man nearby. I then proceed to return to the restaurant, get my takeaway, and then go on my merry way. At the time of the posting, this is still 10:30 where I live, so it'd be another 30 minutes until this guy realized that he was hit by karma. How much of a stupid person must you be to call any random girl a prostitute? Were you even raised? Were you even educated? It's actually a nice story. It's a mix of I Don't Work Here Lady and Pro Revenge. But I think if the writer would be caught, that probably she could face some legal consequences, of course. Because what she did was totally not right. Even though he was mean and rude, well, you can't just do that, right? Because in a way, she acted like an imposter. She had the opportunity to steal someone's car, but she didn't steal the car. She just parked it away. So the guy would face a ton of fines and, you know, troubles. I don't think it was theft, but I think it was definitely being an imposter. Maybe even joyriding or Grand Theft Auto, I'm not sure. How can you help a customer when you have earbuds on? Just when you think it can't happen to you. I was doing my normal food shopping at my local dollar store. Normally, I walk there with earbuds in, playing some YouTube shows audio or Bob Ross, depending on my mood. I am shopping. I don't feel like I need to really hear what's going on around me. Naturally, I would remove one earbud to say, "Hello, how are you?" to the cashier. I don't want to be that rude. I'm just the kind of guy who sometimes shuts out the world around him. Today was the day I should have super glued my earbuds to my ears. I encountered an older woman, probably 50s or 60s, in the aisle I was on. There are some days I am pushing a cart or carrying one of their smaller deals. Today, I kept it simple, ramen and rice. We will do steak and lobster next week. Tee-hee. Through the sounds of some retro gaming shows I am playing through my earbuds, I hear an "excuse me." I am thinking I am in her way or something, so I step a few feet away. At this point, my hands are somewhat full of the items I want anyway, so I make my way to the register. Not before this individual pulls my earbuds from my ears, and the following is uttered. "How do you expect to hear anyone with those ear things on?" I respond with, "That's the idea." I was a bit pissed with my response since she grabbed my earbuds the way she did, considering that they have been rather faulty lately and certain movement cut out one side of the earbuds, so I would only hear out on the left side at times and have to jiggle them to hear both sides again. I was upset she may have damaged them further. Okay, another $8 set at Target. Not a big deal, but still. "Don't touch my stuff, lady." She did not like my attitude or answer. What? That's not a way to treat a customer. Who do you think you are? I wanted to say, "A customer like you, but with less wrinkles." But instead I said, "Just a customer like you, dear. You should address me as ma'am. Didn't the manager here teach you anything about manners?" I do that at my own job. This is not my job. Not that I will go around stores saying, "How you doing, mama?" But you get the idea. Now you would think she'd realize her mistake and flag down an actual employee. Oh dear reader, how wrong you are. "I've seen you here lots of times. I know you work here," she says. I am annoyed at her logic, or lack thereof. Does it look like I work here? I am rather calm at this point because I know I am not in any kind of trouble, but still bothered by her grabbing my earbud. I am wearing jeans and a shirt that, look, has a small hole in it. See? I am out shopping. No one's gonna care what I am wearing. She is still not convinced. "You probably work in the back room or something." No, I am sure those guys wear uniforms too. this is getting nowhere. If you're not gonna help me, I will speak to your supervisor about you. I decide to play along. You know what? Let's go find him or her together. I have not a clue who the manager is, male or female, so I go to a register. The particular cashier and I have become friendly enough since I shop here frequently. Not that kind of friendly. I am 40, old enough to be her dad. I lean over and say in a lower voice, with this annoying lady almost behind me, "Morning, hon. How are you? Listen, can you get a manager to come up front for a sec, please? I have a bit of a situation." "Oh, okay. Sure, no problem." She calls for a manager over the PA system. Within 2 minutes, a manager arrives. Manager says, "Hey cashier, what's up?" The lady jumps in with, "I want you to either discipline or fire this employee. He is wearing headphones and ignoring customers." Before the manager can respond with the answer you Redditors have been waiting for, "Sorry, but he does not work here," I interrupt. "She's right. I'm sorry there." Leaning closer to read his name tag. "Jeff, not his real name. It was wrong of me to ignore this customer. Let me remove my uniform and name tag that does not exist, and I will resign from this imaginary job she thinks I have here." I can see the manager trying to not snicker as he now understands what's going on. The lady is in a moment of stunned silence. I continue with, "Now I am just going to pay for this stuff and go. No employee discount. I'm good." As my buddy, the cashier is ringing me up, smiling and kinda giggling. I take 2 giant steps backwards to the manager, who is about to explain how I don't work here, and nudge him whispering, "Oh, and I think she's single. Go get her, dude." Yeah, it was a bit much, cause he replied waving his hand,
Okay, thank you.
So that's it. No police, no more confrontation, and the last time that I saw Jeff walking with the lady to help her with whatever she needed. Next time I'm shopping here, I am dressing as a demonic clown. Good idea, go do that. Sometimes I don't work here works. I used to work shift and there was a 24-hour supermarket on the way to work. It was not uncommon for me to finish at 7 p.m. and do a spot of shopping on the way home. One such occasion, I was doing just this. The supermarket had a co-located liquor section. The licensing rules meant that it had to be physically separate with its own register from the supermarket, but it was staffed by the same people. Someone had walked in and stolen 2 bottles of Jim Beam and just stuck them down their pants leg. Really obvious, you could see the outline of the bottles. Manager on duty was a 50-ish lady. I knew her as I was a regular. The Beam klepto was flatly denying it after she intercepted him.
What are you gonna do about it, lady?
She can't physically touch him as Australian retail being as it is, they'd fire her first. Klepto knows this. The prick is laughing at her. The cops have been called, but they are too busy. Australian cops as well. Good intention, but hopelessly under-resourced and mirrored in paperwork. I have observed this and I am pissed off. This same manager has always provided me good service, and this guy is mocking her. I don't mess with that. I leave my trolley and insert myself into it. "Look, you prick, give me the bottles. This lady can touch you, but being as I don't work here, I well can. Give me." He looks at me and looks at her. An intelligent thought finally crosses the path between the 2 neurons that constitute his brain, and he acquiesced to my request. "Now sit down where you are and wait for the cops." And he again complies. Cops finally arrive and I make a quick statement. Old maid, as it turns out, has priors and an outstanding warrant. Arrested and led away. Lady manager asked for my name and details for the incident report, and I return to my trolley for the rest of my shop. At the checkout, she hands me a box of Canberry favorites as a thank you. That's so nice, she offered you a free box of chocolate. I will do this any day for a free box of chocolate. I don't know what I will not do for a free box of chocolate. If I would be my own viewer, I don't think I would unsubscribe my own channel for a box of chocolate. It is not worth it. Who knows, if you subscribe to my channel, maybe I will send you a box of chocolate. This is not a promise, I'm just talking to a microphone right now, and you happen to be listening to it. I'm just saying. Hey, but really, I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. It means a lot to me. You guys are the best. I don't do this often, but I would like to say thank you to Rosemary, Michelle Butler, Louis Santiago, Wenchi, Tanya Bams, Vernon Jackson, Randy Ship, Admiral Akbar, Flode Amabolita, Internet in a Nutshell, LJH, Shiba Kobe, Granny Winters, My O3 Tundra, Star Weatherby, Joanna Reed, Dorati Docker, Jen, Female Papyrus, I Need Mander, Ross Vegas, Gene Strong, Holy Martin, Vulpix Foxfire, Fred Gomez, Andrew Bonnell, Anime Rock Girl 1, Crystal Liddy, Emily Shannon, and Tired Peanut. Yeah, that was a long list, but thank you all guys for commenting on my videos and for supporting me. I appreciate it. Remember that I am hosting a giveaway very shortly. Once we reach 2500 subscribers, I will be giving away 4 Amazon gift cards, and I hope you will be able to participate and have fun with these cards. So make sure you are subscribed and not miss out. I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope you're doing your best to reach your dreams, live a fulfilled life, have fun, and love the people around you.